Hey guys, PokeTinKing here, back with another grading returns. This time we've got a Beckett BGS returns, courtesy of Black Label Grading. This is my go-to Beckett returns, Beckett grading company I use. I use a different one for PSA. It's collectible half for PSA, and then I use BLG. The first card I ever graded actually was my Fabled Heart Fiender back in 2020. I graded that with these guys, and you know, it's been great since. Unfortunately, there's one card short in this submission actually, because a card got damaged on its way from Beckett to Black Label Grading, but they have sent it to Beckett to be recased. That is was really nice of them to reach out and let me know, but unfortunately, it's not going to be here. So I've separated it into Weiss, Flesh and Blood, and Pokemon. We're going to leave the Pokemon to last, and we are going to start off with the Flesh and Blood because it's going to be the harshest of the grades. So we have a, wow, okay, an 8. This is the lowest Beckett grade I've ever had. So this was pack fresh, which was quite disappointing actually. They do sleeve everything out, so we'll take it out of the sleeve and have a look. So here is the Aether Ashwing. This is very disappointing. You see some scratches on this. I'm seeing why. There's a print line on there. Well, I don't know if that's a print line on the card or... But Centering's got an 8. Corners have got an 8, edges 8.5, surface 8. That's a bit disappointing actually. There's some smudges and scratches inside the case. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, disappointing. Wow, an 8. Okay, so I'll probably crack that and just chuck it in my binder, to be honest. Not too interested in keeping an 8. I've never cracked a Beckett slab. It's going to be harder, I think, than cracking a PSA slab. But yeah, that's our first one, Aether Ashwing. These Marvel cards are really hard to grade because they are, especially double-sided ones. But yeah, we move. So we got a silver this time, so a 9. Corners. Fiendel Spring Tunic. I was really hoping to get a 9.5 on this. If I go into my case, I already have a 9. Unfortunately, which had 10 on centre and edges. See, this one's cut slightly harsher, actually, the corners. It's a bit hard to see in these, so I'm not going to go too much on it under the camera. I'm looking at it myself. I think that's a bit unfair, personally. Top right corner's got a little bit of whitening, but an 8.5 on the corners seems a bit harsh. So unfortunately, I'm not sure how many hearts Fiendel Spring Tunics we actually sent to be submitted in this sub. So there's still a chance that we got a 9.5 there. And no, that's not. That's a crew one. This is crew, which I already have a 9.5 in. Again, if I've already got one, I'm probably going to reference what I've got. In fact, I should actually have what I have available, so we can compare, because I did send one of each of the first Fable gems in this submission, which I already have graded. Let's have a look, see what we got. I can't remember what else I sent, but this is the trio I have already, so it's just the 9.5 on the eye I really desperately want, and I'm really hoping that we got a 9.5 here, because I don't want to buy another eye. 9.5 on there is good. Corners 9.5, so yeah, fair enough. It's slightly better actually than my already one, because I had got 2 10s on this one, so it is better than the existing one I had, which is fair enough. So happy with a 9.5 as always. Disappointed with the 9 on the that one. Another 9.5 heart. So if we compare this to my existing heart, this is better. Three tens, wow. And a 9 on corners. Yeah, that's fair on the. So we got a better copy than I have already, which is really nice. Obviously, this is the first Beckett card I ever graded myself, and also the first Flesh and Blood card I ever graded myself. So it's special to me. But to have two 9.5 hearts is quite cool. So that's really nice. Oh, finally, we did. This is a 9.5. Oh, this is special. 9.5. Rainbow foil, heart Fiendel Spring Tunic from WTR. Got 10 on surface, 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges and centering. Yeah, that's fair. I think unfortunately, with Flesh and Blood, if you're grading Flesh and Blood with Beckett, not PSA, because PSA just give 10s out willy nilly. But this is why we're trying to get these 10s on the Beckett or the black label. There's only one black label I know that's Flesh and Blood, and it's not foil. So Flesh and Blood is very hard to grade if you've graded, especially with Beckett. And I think PCG, the one that's based in New Zealand, that's also got, they're very good as well. But yeah, finally got a 9.5 Fiendel Spring Tunic. I did submit a few over the last couple of years, and this is now my highest grade. So, and these sleeves are really annoying, but they are. Oh, I've ripped it. Well, I've got spare, so I can replace it with if I need to. 9.5, very nice. What's this? That means, yeah. So we've got another 9.5 on the shard. It means we've got another 9 on the eye. Again, better than my one. We've got a 10 on the surface. Centering's the same. Corners and edges the same, just 0.5 grade up. Yeah, very nice indeed. Glad to have another copy in 9.5. Which means the Shock Charmer's got an 8.5. Wow, okay. Surface 8. Wow. Disappointing. 8.5. It's very hard to see, unfortunately. I can't see anything. There must be something. It's pack fresh. Edge is 8.5. That's unfair, I think. I think some people criticised Beckett in the past. I don't know where they get some of this from. I'm looking at this card now, but it doesn't look like an 8.5 to me. I know Tales of Aria, cold foils are quite hard to grade. And then finally, yeah, we got the eye. That's really disappointing. So this is our eye already. It's actually better than our eye. It's got 10 on edges and surface. Center is it's that bloody corners. Corners for the eyes are really hard. Arcane Rising, I've not seen many better copies than the ones that I've graded. I pulled both of these myself, so I was kind of hoping one I pulled myself got the 9.5. So we are still in search of a. The text is actually slightly changed on these, but unfortunately we got another 9. So yeah, overall wise, it's been a very mixed. That's something we want. Make sure we don't put very mixed grade here on the Flesh and Blood. If we look at, so we got 4 9.5s, 2 9s, and 8 and 8.5. Again, Flesh and Blood is so hard to grade. There's a reason why One Piece and DBZ or DBS, whatever, they keep getting black labels. Weiss is fairly easy to grade if you want a 9.5. Black labels are still quite hard to get. But yeah, not too bothered about that because I've already got. To be honest, these 3 are disappointing for me. An 8, 8.5, and a 9. It's quite disappointing actually. I'll probably crack the 8. I might even crack the Shock Charmers, to be honest. The eye, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to keep all the Fables just because I love them, but I'm going to have to try find another eye. So, But that's a goal for sort of this year, I suppose. That gives me a flesh and blood goal of the year. So we move on to Weiss Schwarz. I can't remember what I graded, to be honest, here. So we got a 9.5 on the Kate Sif Girl Silica, which is nice. We got 9 on surface. It's hard with SPs, they're graded cards, but 9.5 is very nice. Got a 10 on edges, which is nice. This is from the second Sword Art Online set. So quite an old card now, but very nice indeed. We got a 9.5 on the Leafer from SAO Online Alkalization Volume 2. This is where the Asuna was from that we missed. All these I pulled myself, by the way. The Alkalization Volume 2, I opened up a couple of cases. Unfortunately, never got an SSP. It's not an SSP, it's a SEC, I think it is. Never got a SEC. Or an OVR, sorry. I think it's SEC in the new set. Leafer, very nice. Oh, we got a 10 on the 0.5 grade off a black label on centering. My friend pulled this actually in a geek retreat in Southampton, I think it was. I decided to take a box with me because we're meeting up and that and open some stuff. 10's very nice grade. 0.5 off a black label. What set's this from? This is from the RE Edit set. So 9.5, nice. Adventure with Everyone Lisbeth. Oh, we got another 10 on Sword Art Online. This is from the Ordinal Scale movie. Link Strike Silica. Very nice card. Big fan of Silica. I'll take the 10. Probably one of the oldest ones. 2015, I think. What are we saying? 2017, 2021. I think the oldest was, yeah, the Silica so far. This was from the trial deck. I did have the Machine of Ice in on that I traded, which is how I got my extended art spring tunic from the Road to Nationals. 0.5 grade off a black label again. And finally we got a 9.5 on our Springfest Made Clothes Asuna PR. Very nice with a 9.5 on this. Yeah, very nice card indeed. This was my favourite of this submission. Was this card here. Springfest 2018. Very big card. I don't know what the population it is. I can't remember, but it was quite low. So I'm wondering what the population is for that. And then finally, we have our Pikachu in a 9.5. Okay, so this is a base set Shadowless Yellow Cheeks Corrected. This came with the CD promo. I was hoping that this was going to get a black label, to be honest. This was my shot at black label. Surface 9.5. Edges. I mean, this was sealed for 20 years, pretty much, and then I opened it to grade it. So yeah, it is what it is. Apologise if I don't sound over the moon with some of these grades. I was expecting higher, to be honest. I think everything I send with the goal to get a 9.5 and above. And for the most part, I mean, Weiss Schwarz, we sort of hit that right on, all that pile. So I guess if we think about it, that was 9.5 and above, and we only got 4 great cards below 9.5. So it's just this is the card that's sort of an 8. Is disappointing. I'm going to definitely find a way to crack that, because these marbles are quite hard to pull. I don't know what the Ashwing's at now. And I don't know about the Shock Charmers. I might crack it to just put it back in my binder, to be honest. That surface and edge just really let it down. And I'm fortunate to get the Io Ophidia a 9. It'd have been nice to get a 9.5 in that. This was the card out of the whole submission, really, truly, that I wanted a 9.5 at. Because I have tried buying a lot of Io Ophidias. Like, I've been tracking them down for a while now. trying to find a minty copy, and I just haven't found a copy that I was willing to buy to grade. These are I don't know what these are prices at now, probably 300 each. But the copies I've found all have sort of not been better condition than what I've already have. I've still got one more copy or two more copies to send, but this was the best out of all of them, so it's probably not worth sending if they're not going to get. It's a shame because edges and surface is 10, centre is 9.5. It's just that corners. If that was a 9, we would have got a 9.5. But hey, we did really well. I mean, this is if we sort of go through this, 9.5, 9.5. We've got a 10 there, 9.5, 10 there, 9.5, 10. We got a few 10s. So I don't think I've got any 10s actually before. I think these might be my first 10s. So very nice. And it'll be interesting to see what Asuna gets. Hopefully Asuna got the 10 as well. So thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe as always. And hopefully you've enjoyed this grading submission return.